Hello, students. Let us continue Chapter 11 Transportation in Animals and Plants. In the previous class, we discussed about circulation of blood. Now, let us discuss about the English physician William Harvey who discovered the circulation of blood. The English physician William Harvey discovered the circulation of blood. The current opinion in those days was that blood oscillates in the vessels of the body. For his views, Harvey was ridiculed and was called circulator. He lost most of his patients. However, before he died, Harvey's idea about circulation was generally accepted as a biological fact. So, in this paragraph, we read that William Harvey, an English physician, discovered the circulation of blood. उन दिनों में ऐसा माना जाता था कि जो ब्लड है वो हमारे बॉडी में ब्लड वेसल्स में ऑसिलेट करता है, यानी कि उसका बैक एंड फोर्थ मोशन होता है, और इसी वजह से हार्वे का मजाक उड़ाया गया था और ही वॉज कॉल्ड सर्कुलेटर because he told that according to his view he told that the blood circulated in the body, and because of this he lost most of his patients. But before he died, the idea, his concept that the blood circulated in the body was generally accepted as a biological fact. Next, let us now learn about the removal of waste other than carbon dioxide. So, we are going to discuss about excretion in animals. Recall how carbon dioxide is removed as waste from the body through the lungs during exhalation. Also recall that the undigested food is removed during egestion. Let us now find out how the other waste materials are removed from the body. You may wonder where these unwanted materials come from. So यहाँ पर हम लोग डिस्कस करने वाले हैं removal of unwanted or waste materials from our body. We already know about removal of carbon dioxide from the body. That is, during exhalation, we exhale carbon dioxide, which is a waste product. So carbon dioxide को हम body से निकालते हैं during exhalation. Also, जो undigested food है वो remove होता है from the body during egestion. So we are going to find out about how other waste materials are removed from the body. When our cells perform their functions, certain waste products are released. These are toxic and hence need to be removed from the body. The process of removal of waste produced in the cells of living organisms is called excretion. The parts involved in excretion forms the excretory system. So in this paragraph, we are given two definitions. First of all, we have the definition of excretion and then we have the definition of the excretory system. Now we were going to discuss about the waste. So what happens is the cells in animals release some waste products as they perform different function. So ये जो waste products है ये toxic होते हैं और इसी वजह से we need to remove these from the bodies, that is these waste products which are toxic, that means harmful for the human beings or the living organisms, need to be removed from the bodies of the living organism. So the process of removal of waste produced in the cells of the living organisms is called excretion. Once again, we have the definition. This is the definition of excretion. It is the process of removal of waste produced in the cells of the living organisms. जो cells में waste produce होता है उसको remove करने का जो process है हर एक living organism में, it is called excretion. The excretory system is a system of organs in living organisms that undergo excretion. So the parts involved in excretion forms the excretory system. Let us discuss about excretory system in humans. The waste which is present in the blood has to be removed from the body. How can this be done? A mechanism to filter the blood is required. This is done by the blood capillaries in the kidneys. When the blood reaches the two kidneys, it contains both useful and harmful substances. The useful substances are absorbed back into the blood. The waste dissolved in water are removed as urine. From the kidneys, the urine goes into the urinary bladder through tube like ureters. It is stored in the bladder and is passed out through the urinary opening at the end of a muscular tube called urethra. The kidneys, ureters, bladder, and urethra form the excretory system. In figure 11.6, we are given the diagram of the human excretory system. The excretory system consists of different organs. First of all, we have kidneys. There are two organs called kidneys present in our body. These kidneys contain blood capillaries that filter out the unwanted substances from the blood in the form of urine. We have already read that blood contains two types of substances. One is useful and the other is harmful and must be removed as waste. So kidneys जो है उनको filter करते हैं and along with water this waste is removed in the form of urine. Next, we have the ureters, which are the part of the human excretory system. There are two tube-like structures which connect the kidneys to the urinary bladder together. Now, they allow the passage of urine from the kidney to the bladder. So, the urine goes to the urinary bladder and the urine produced by the kidneys is stored in the urinary bladder. There is a muscular tube through which urine moves out of the body. This is called the urethra and it moves out of the body through the urinary opening. So this was the human excretory system. An adult human being normally passes about 1 to 1.8 liter of urine in 24 hours and the urine consists of 95% water, 2.5% urea and 2.5% other waste products. We have all experienced that we sweat on a hot summer day. The sweat contains water and salts. Bujo has seen that sometimes in summer, white patches are formed on our clothes, especially in the areas like underarms. These marks are left by salts present in the sweat. Does sweat serve any other function? We know that the water kept in an earthen pot, matka, is cooler. This is because the water evaporates from the pores of the pot, which causes cooling. Similarly, when we sweat, it helps to cool our body. From this paragraph, we came to know that the urine consists of 95% water, 2.5% urea, and 2.5% other waste products. We also came to know that an adult human being normally passes about 1 to 1.8 liters of urine in the time duration of 24 hours. We all know that we sweat during a hot summer day. Our sweat contains water and salts. I'm sure most of you must have noticed that when we sweat a lot, we can see white patches that are formed on our clothes, and these are formed near the areas around our underarms especially. So these are because of the salts present in the sweat. Since sweat contains water and salts, we get to see the white marks because of the salts present in the sweat. Here we ask the question, does sweat serve any other function? The answer is yes. As we know, the sweat contains water and some salts, and hence we get help in getting rid of toxic waste from the body. Also, as the sweat evaporates from our skin, it takes up our body heat, and this makes us feel cool, especially during summer days. That is why here we are given the example of the earthen pot, that is matka. As we know, the water kept in the matka is cooler. This is because the water evaporates from the pores of the pot, और जब evaporate होता है, it takes away the heat from the water left in the pot. In the same way, when we sweat, the sweat evaporates from our skin and it takes up our body heat. The way in which waste chemicals are removed from the body of the animal depends on the availability of water. Aquatic animals like fishes excrete cell waste in gaseous form, ammonia, which is directly dissolved in water. Some land animals like birds, lizards, snakes excrete in semi-solid white colored compound uric acid. The major excretory product in humans is urea. Here we are given that the major excretory product in humans is urea. On the other hand, in some land animals like birds, lizards and snake, their excreta consist of uric acid. And aquatic animals like fishes, they excrete cellular waste in gaseous form, and this gas is ammonia gas, and what happens to it? It is directly dissolved in water. So the way in which waste chemicals are removed from the body of the animal depends on the availability of water. Fishes and aquatic animals excrete ammonia in water. Birds, snakes and lizards excrete semi-solid white colored compound, which is the uric acid. And the major excretory product in humans is urea. Sometimes a person's kidney may stop working due to an infection or injury. As a result of kidney failure, waste products start accumulating in the blood. Such persons cannot survive unless their blood is filtered periodically through an artificial kidney. This process is called dialysis. In this paragraph, we are given knowledge about dialysis. Sometimes people use artificial kidneys, that is, they get the blood purified artificially periodically. This process is called dialysis. They have to do so in case of kidney failure, in which the kidneys of the person are unable to perform their function due to an infection or injury. So, they require an artificial kidney that will periodically filter their blood. This process is called dialysis.